Hey yo, what's goody all my beautiful people out there in the tube of the U? It's your boy J-Nuck over here at Hookah. And it's hella early in the morning, but I got a brand new review for all of you. Yeah. Damn on. Alright, so what's goody everybody? As you can tell from the title of this video, this is a very special review. This is going to be a review on a brand new Starbuzz vintage lime flavor, fresh lime. Now, Starbuzz vintage, there's been a lot of buzz about this, right? Everybody's been waiting for this ever since the announcement at, I believe, the last big show in Vegas. So, you know, there's been a lot of hype on the Starbuzz vintage flavor, and it's finally here. So big shout out to Jake over there at Starbuzz and all the great folks over there at Starbuzz that made this possible and sent this out my way for me to go ahead and review. I'm really excited about it. So let's just go ahead and jump on into it. Actually, before we do that, I do want to let you know this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video because I'm going to show you how I pack this tobacco. And we are also going to be using one of the new Starbuzz silicone bowls. And yeah, let's just keep it all Starbuzz themed. I'm going to be smoking out of my Starbuzz Atlantis, the suited and booted black and white tuxedo affair. That's the hookah we're using. I'll probably use the Apple on Top Carbon 1 hose. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into Starbuzz Vintage Fresh Lime. So right off the bat, the packaging. This is probably the most beautiful packaging I've ever seen. You got the nice wood grain going here. Obviously it's not real wood, but they do a pretty good job. Like it looks great. I love the look of this. Fantastic. You're going to notice on the label it says this is a dark leaf tobacco. So this isn't quite Tangiers, but it's not quite your modern tobacco type of cut and leaf. So keep that in mind. But they let you know right off the bat, boom, dark leaf tobacco. There's not too much information on here other than the flavor, the fact that it's the vintage line, and that it's going to be a dark leaf tobacco. So if you have experience with smoking like dark leaf tobaccos, then you kind of know what to expect. So your package is gonna come double sealed like Starbuzz traditionally does. And you'll notice right off the bat, it's going to be darker than any Starbuzz tobacco you've ever smoked before. Very, very good, nice packaging. It's got a nice little design on the front. I noticed that it doesn't have that holographic seal that Starbuzz is really popular for, but that's okay. I mean, that was, you know, something kind of just for show, I guess. But this is going to be a 200 gram. So we're all used to our 250s, our 100 grams, our 50 grams. I'm not sure exactly how Starbuzz is going to go about distributing this, if they're going to just only do it in 200 gram increments. I'm not 100% sure on that, but as soon as I know, I'll let you know. So let's go ahead and get into the smell. Oh my goodness. This is just beautiful. You definitely just straight up get a nice, fresh, real lime type of scent. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And to get into the cut of this, it's not a cut that I've really ever seen before. It's pretty fine cut, and we'll go ahead and get into a close-up of that. But it's a very fine cut. I guess if you were gonna compare it to any other tobaccos out there on the market, maybe the Alfacker 50 grams is something that it kind of gets close to, just as far as the, you know, the small cut of it. But you know, it honestly, it looks like Tangiers a little bit. You know, I guess that's that whole dark leaf thing. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I've smoked quite a few bowls already, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get into the packing of this. Again, we're gonna be packing this in the Paradigm bowl. So let me go ahead and switch views on you, and let's get started. All right, so here's another look at the cut if you want to just kind of take a gander into this bag. So I'm just going to kind of smush everything around, get those flavors going. And I'm just going to do a traditional fluff pack here. So I'm going to do my best to get this in frame, and yeah, let's get it. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea of how I'm gonna pack the Starbuzz Vintage Line Tobacco. And I will say in a couple of the sessions that I had, I found that this doesn't take heat all that great. So you could probably get away with 2 coals, but if you like using your 3 coals, you can get away with it using the Paradigm Starbuzz bowl, because the way that it manages the heat with the foil, it's going to be able to kind of temper the heat a little bit, so you'll get the longevity of using, you know, 3 coals and that nice heat that you're accustomed to. It just works well with this combination of the vintage tobacco in the Starbuzz silicone bowl. So I don't know if that was planned, but it worked out for you. So good job, thumbs up on that, Starbuzz. I think you guys nailed it with the combination of this tobacco with those new bowls coming out. So I literally had these coals on for about, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and see how the flavor is going to translate into the smoke. So right off the bat, you're going to get that beautiful, nice, crispy lime. It is just so summery. It's nice and fresh, and it's very bright, and it's actually quite different from any other lime that I've ever smoked. Now I want to attribute that to the vintage line because I feel like you definitely get more of a tobacco note in here as well. Now it's not quite as strong. It doesn't come on as strong as like Tangiers, for example, but you're definitely getting a nice hint of tobacco notes in there, and I actually like it. It's a nice change up. The lime is not affected in a negative way at all from it. Like I said, it comes out very bright, very strong. You know what you're smoking. In past sessions, I've definitely been able to get a round of coals, and I usually don't go any more than that. Usually after a round of coals, I'll change flavors because I don't like to smoke the same thing for more than 1 round. But I can see this going, you know, for a second round and maybe losing the flavor slightly a bit, but for that first round, you're gold. So excellent on that, Starbuzz. The lime is just amazing. You're gonna really dig this flavor if you like lime. And like I said, there's gonna be a nice hint and undertone of tobacco notes. So it's not strong by any means. Please don't let that scare you away. If you smoke Tangiers, it's kind of like a step below as far as that tobacco-y note type of flavor. So it's nothing drastic at all. It's there though. It's definitely there, and I guess that's that dark leaf tobacco kind of coming into play here. So let's go ahead and check out some early on clouds and see what we got. But as you can see, we got great clouds. Again, it hasn't probably been any more than 5 minutes, maybe 6, 7 minutes at the most. But we're getting great clouds, and it's only gonna get better. So, so far, cloud output with vintage has been thumbs up. Good job, Starbuzz. And man, I just really can't get over this flavor. It's a combination of me loving the flavor of lime and just loving this new vintage line. I definitely see myself picking more of this up. This would obviously benefit from being mixed with mint. It would definitely kick it up a notch. Maybe you can make your own version of Cocoa Jumbo and pick up like a Starbuzz coconut or something and mix the two together, and you can recreate, you know, a Cocoa Jumbo remix, which happens to be one of my favorite flavors of all time. But I'm kind of taking a break from mints, so I'm gonna, you know, just enjoy the flavors for what they are from here on out for a while. And I lay off the mint. It was kind of messing with my palate, so that's the reason for that. Yeah, as far as mixing it, man, you could definitely have some fun with this fresh lime. So get creative and mix away. Get your remix skills on. But yeah, this is available over at 5starhookah.com. Big shout out to Alex and Mary, always holding it down for your boy. And if you want to get a discount off anything that's not on sale, which I don't believe vintage is on sale, so I can hook you up, just type in my discount code and that's going to be located right there. And I'll save you 15% again off of anything that's not already on sale. So with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up the review. Just to give you guys an idea of what we have coming up, I also received Starbuzz Vintage Tiramisu. Really excited about that. And Starbuzz Vintage Dark Mist. So I'm seeing some blackberries on there, so I'm expecting like a blue mist, but with blackberries. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, that's what we got coming. I hope you enjoyed the review. Definitely go out and pick you up some Starbuzz Vintage and just change it up a bit. It's gonna be a little different from your modern tobaccos, but it's great. It's a nice change up. I'm really digging this vintage, and I've seen nothing but positive comments about it from what I've been reading on the forums and the Facebook sites. So with that being said, I know this has been lengthy, but you know, this is a brand new flavor. It's something to get excited for every time something new comes out in our community. So I'm excited, and I just had a lot of information to share with you all. So again, big thanks to the great folks over at Starbuzz for sending this out to me. I really do appreciate it. I'm enjoying each and every session. And yeah, you know the flavors that we have coming to review, and also the Paradigm Bowl in an exclusive review, as well as the Funnel Bowl. So we got a lot of exciting stuff coming from Starbuzz here at the end of 2015. So very excited about that. I will see you all on the next review, and let me take you out properly.